and psychology of what's hot and what's not, and other topics as well. I've been on this series about The Bachelor, and I wanted to conclude this series with this thought. There is something psychologically not right. Because how can you be in love with the current Bachelor, and his name is Peter? So now, you're in love with Peter, okay? Before you were in love with Rachel. Before you were in love with Hannah. Okay. And so what ends up happening is, without any counseling, anything, your heart has been broken. Oh my God, you just don't know how you're going to make it. How did he ever choose someone over me? And then the next episode of Bachelor in Paradise, there you are, looking to find love. So I'm starting to think that this love thing is not real. Because if you really truly fall in love with someone, you can't just get over them in a season. You have no therapy, you have nothing. And then now you're in Bachelor in Paradise, and millions of Americans are watching. And every time there's a strong relationship, that one person comes along, and then all of a sudden that strong relationship becomes wishy-washy. So America, wake up, okay? This is all about making money because we all want to be in love. Everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to have that special someone, which will be my next series, by the way, Falling on a One-Way Street. And I am just in awe. I'm flabbergasted at how you can be in love with Peter and you'll just die if Peter doesn't marry you. And you just deserve that ring and that rose. And then next week, the next session, you're in a bikini on a beach. And you're like, all of a sudden, you found love again. Come on, America. Do not be fooled. I think that we have more intelligence than that. I think that we watch this show because we're just in love with the idea of being in love. And many of us don't have that one love. And so we live vicariously through The Bachelor or The Bachelorette or Bachelor in Paradise. But if this truly was an experiment, he would be barred. There's no aftercare. And maybe you can help me understand. How can you be in love with Peter and then next season you're in a swimsuit on Paradise and you're in love with someone else? Do you see the vicious cycle that's being created with the media? It's pulling us in and keeping us captivated. But it's really just that, a fantasy. It is not real. There are some that actually get married. And then they end up in marriage counseling or on the show where the couples go to the house and fix their marriage. There are some who actually do stay married, but the chances of them continuing their marriages or their engagements are slim to none. So is this really a show where true love is found? Or is this a show that reaches into our hearts and souls and make us feel good about true love? Ask yourself that question. As for now, I will end on that note. Please subscribe to my channel, my Patreon list, to get behind the scenes of Miss B's life, things that only I share with my Patreons. And you can automatically DM me with questions. And be sure to put on notifications so that you will see the craziness that goes on in this world. As for now, I will see you next week when my series starts on Falling in Love on a One-Way Street. Thank you. Good evening.